final Christmas movie that I feel I had to bring to you, and I'm sure for a lot of people this is really their ultimate Christmas movie. It is A Wonderful Life.
Fantastic movie.
Do you love it? Yeah.
Do
It's
you
one of
know,
those.
I love it and I don't.
Yes.
It's kind of because when I think, oh, we're going to watch it, I never think, oh, I really want to watch this because it is quite depressing.
Yes.
But it's so uplifting at the end.
I think it is. It's one of those things where it's almost part of our family Christmas now. It's
Mm.
something that we have to watch together. We look forward to watching it, but it still makes me upset. It still makes me
Mm,
feel quite touched by it, really.
mm,
Um,
yeah.
but I think it kind of resonates more with me than it ever has done as I've progressed with my coaching, because it makes me think about the angel as a coach in many ways. The
Yeah.
offering the perception through asking questions and showing the way, which I think is a lovely thing from a coach perspective, is seeing that
Mm,
happening and thinking about how we do that as coaches.
mm,
But again, it really reinforces my wish this year to be more mindful about seeking out the good, looking for the good in everything, looking for the kindness, looking for the positive in it. And again, as you know, I'm a big fan of coaching in nature. And I often now go on what I term all walks, as a result of reading a lot about it, specifically John Perry. Um, and whenever I now go out in nature, I take my phone or a camera and I make sure to take pictures of all the things that just make me so glad to be alive and so glad to be in nature,
mm,
and reminds me it is thinking about or finding the perfect in the imperfect. You know, you can be
mm,
walking through thick mud and then you can see something like the frost or the pattern within the mud, or you can see a track of an animal in the mud, and it's at that point that I remember that I'm not the only person, I'm not the only thing on this planet, and it's about thinking about what came before, what will come after, and how we can take joy from that moment, which is so
mm.
key. So, and
Yeah.
I think that's what it is about The Wonderful Life for me. It's not about comparing myself to others, thinking about what others have that I don't have. It is about thinking that I have everything I need right now. And I
Mm,
have an absolute reason to be here because I can have an impact.
mm,
And we forget to remind ourselves of that. We forget that we have just as much impact on others as they have on us. And it's about being mindful again. And I've used this term a few times, but being mindful of what it is we want others to think about when they think about us, and what is it that we want to do to help others. And that's why I absolutely love it. And it gives me a real chance to just think and pause about it.
that's lovely. I mean, it's sounds very grounding for you, being out
Mm.
in nature and just seeing. I mean, for some, it would be overwhelming. That idea of was just so tiny in this huge world, in this huge galaxy. But there is a poetry to it,
Mm.
isn't there? Yeah. For me, what sticks out about the film is that sense of gratitude, really grateful what you do have. The wealth you have, the richness you have in your life isn't about money, and it's about the friends you have around you, your family, the love that you receive and that you can give. Like you say, the impact, it's both ways, isn't it? That it's just as wonderful to give love as it is to receive that love. And that's a nice thing about Christmas, kind of highlights that more. But I mean, if there's a resolution next year, it would be, to make it all year round, not just this little period of time in the year where you show someone that you love them.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that's something that we've both kind of explored through the 12 days of coaching through
Mm,
Christmas, but it's also something that a lesson that we've probably both learnt in this last year and how we want to see that move forward into 2023.
absolutely.